Sennacherib what he has said, but I want you to focus in on what the enemy wants to do to you. This is a prototype of a type and shadow of what the enemy wants to do to you. Sennacherib said that by my multitude, I'm bigger than you are, I got more than you got. I can fight better than you can fight. I'm coming against you. I'm coming to you in the heights, in the elevation of the mountains, in this lofty place, the hills, your spiritual height. I'm coming to you. You think you're really standing? I'm coming in the sides of Lebanon. I'm coming in on the sides of Lebanon. That is, I'm coming in on the recess, on the border. I'm going to come in from the flank. I'm going to flank you where you don't even realize I'm hitting you. Somebody better hear me. Somebody better hear me. And he said, I'm coming into the sides of Lebanon. Lebanon means white, representing your purity. You think you got it all going on? I'll send just the Jody your way. Come on. I'll send just the temptation your way. Whatever that, somebody's may be Jody's and somebody's temptation may be something else, but whatever that temptation is, he said, I'm coming after your purity. I'm coming to make sure you are not fit to carry the word of God. You can go on with your mouth, but God's not going to anoint it. We need some holy preachers to stand up. We need holy worshipers. We need holy people. Not in the bed on Saturday night and up in the pulpit or up in the choir on Sunday. Oh, come on in the house. Glory be to God. Glory to God. Glory to God. Pastor Jackson closing it out for us tonight, okay? All right. And I will cut down. Now notice what he said. I will cut down the tall cedars thereof and the choice fir trees. Now, why are you going to do that? Okay, I'm going to cut down the tall, stately cedars. See, everybody knew that the cedars of Lebanon were known for their tall, stately height and their ability. Listen, they were used for pillars in the church. Raise your hand, preachers. They were used for pillars in the church. And he said, I'm going to cut down your tall, stately cedar trees. I'm going to cut down the pillars in the church. And he's coming after you, not just for you, because you are not going to fall by yourself. Sin is not secret. Sin is not secret. Sin is not secret. When you fall, and listen, you got to understand, under the cedar trees stood the fir trees. And around every single cedar of Lebanon, there were 400 or more sprouts of tall cedar trees to come up, standing around them. And every time they would cut down a cedar tree, or a cedar tree would fall, it would fall on the fir trees and fall on the little saplings that was going to be a pillar. And the devil says, if I can cut down the pillars in the church, it'll be all right. And then he said, I'm going to cut down the choice, the chosen, the selected fir tree. Not just any of them, because all of them out there are fir trees, but there are some that's special, so they are chosen and selected fir trees. Now you got to understand, the fir trees were used for making musical instruments which ushered in the praise. And now you hear what Satan says he want to do in the church. I want to cut down the pillars in the church. What you going to stand on? I want to cut down the fir trees. I want to cut down the praise in the church. So if I cut down the pillars and I cut down the praise, what have you got to have church with? Go on, have your church. You don't have any pillars. Go on, have your church. You don't have any praise. Why? Because the devil knows it's your praise that gets God in you. That gets God in your presence. If I can keep you from praising God, God is not coming to you. If I can cut down your pillars, you go and have your little church, but ain't nothing happening against my kingdom. I'm saying to somebody, you got to stand. You got to tell the devil you are alive from the pit. into the height, the lofty places of his borders. I'm going to enter into the extremities and into his uttermost parts. Notice where? Then the borders and the forest of Carmel. Forest is the thickness. The thickness of Carmel. Production, fruitful, field, double fruitful. I'm going to enter in, cut you down, and enter in to make sure you don't produce. Devil, not now, nor ever. Devil, not now, nor ever. I shall stand in the name of Jesus. Come on up to the altar here. With Jody on the side, I will wait until God gives me a husband. I will not stop. I may go through trials. I may go through trials. I may go through tribulations. I may go through sickness. I may go through pain. I may go through disappointments. Somebody may hurt my feelings, but I made up my mind.